Ever wish you had endless fresh rosemary at your fingertips? Good news, propagating rosemary is simple and free. Just take cuttings from a healthy plant and you can grow dozens of new bushes, all identical to the original. All you need is a sharp pair of scissors and a little patience. No fancy equipment required. Imagine your garden lined with fragrant rosemary, or gifting homegrown bundles to friends and family. Let's get started and make your rosemary supply truly endless. The best time to take rosemary cuttings is late spring to midsummer when the plant is actively growing. Look for semi-hardwood stems, firm at the base but still flexible at the tip. This gives your cuttings the best chance to root. Choose healthy, non-flowering stems about 4 to 6 inches long. Avoid weak or flowering stems as they're less likely to root. Use clean, sharp secateurs to cut just below a leaf node. This is where roots will form. Strip the leaves from the bottom 2/3 of the stem, leaving a tuft at the top. This helps prevent rot and focuses energy on root growth. Applying rooting hormone is optional, but it can speed up rooting, especially for tougher stems. Prepare several cuttings at once to increase your chances of success. With your cuttings ready, let's move on to planting. Your rosemary journey is just beginning. Rosemary loves well-draining soil. Mix equal parts peat-free compost and perlite or sharp sand. Use pots or seed trays with drainage holes. Fill with your mix, then use a pencil to make holes for each cutting. Insert the cuttings so half the bare stem is buried, and firm the soil gently. Space multiple cuttings a few inches apart for airflow. Water gently to moisten the compost, damp, not soggy. This first drink settles the soil and starts the rooting process. Keep the environment light and airy. Your cuttings are now ready to grow. Next, let's create the perfect conditions for rooting. Onward to the next step. Place your rosemary cuttings in bright, indirect light. Avoid harsh sun. A windowsill with sheer curtains is perfect. Create humidity by covering the pot with a clear plastic bag or using a propagator. This keeps the environment moist and warm for rooting. Air out daily to prevent mold. Just lift the bag or open the propagator for a few minutes. Keep compost lightly moist, not soggy. Overwatering can cause rot. Be patient. Roots take several weeks. Mark your calendar and check progress regularly. New leaf growth means roots are forming. Gently tug a cutting. Resistance means roots. Soon, you'll have rooted rosemary ready for the next stage. Let's see how to turn these into thriving plants. Once your cuttings have roots, it's time to celebrate. They're now young plants. Gradually harden them off by removing the plastic cover for longer periods each day. Pot each rooted cutting into its own small container with well-draining compost. Water well and keep in a sheltered, sunny spot. Feed with balanced liquid fertilizer every few weeks to encourage growth. Pinch out tips to make bushier plants. When roots fill the pots and plants look strong, transplant them to the garden or larger containers. Enjoy fresh rosemary for cooking, scent, and sharing. Growing your own is simple and deeply rewarding. You've mastered rosemary propagation. Enjoy your endless supply.